In this video right now, if you watch to the very end, you are sure to receive the key to unstoppable momentum. I'll start with this life incident. It was 6:37 a.m. The platform was nearly empty, except for one man standing motionless by the edge. A weathered leather bag hung from his shoulder, and his hands trembled slightly. Whether from the cold or something deeper, it was hard to tell. He'd been coming to that same train station every morning for 6 years, buying a ticket to the city, standing there, and never boarding the train. Once he'd been a dreamer, a gifted artist. He had been offered a job at a top design firm, an opportunity that could have changed his life. But he told himself he wasn't ready. He needed more time, more courage, more clarity. Just one more week, one more month, then he'd go. But months became years. Fear whispered lies. Doubt became his companion. And now, at 41, he still stood at the edge of possibility, haunted by the ghost of a life unlived. That morning, a little girl walked past him with her father. She pointed at the man and asked, "Daddy, why doesn't he get on the train?" The father paused, then answered quietly, "Because he's waiting for a moment that doesn't exist." The words hit him like a freight train. For the first time in years, his feet moved. Not backwards, but forward, onto the train. No plan, no certainty. Just one decision, and boom, he had stepped out of stagnation. Found himself in the city, where so many possibilities begin to connect with him. So the lesson for you today is, start before you're ready. This story isn't just fiction, it's real life for too many of us. Stuck. Frozen. Waiting for permission to live. But what if the only thing you need to change everything is to simply make a move? Welcome to Mind Elevate. Our channel has one core mission, and that is to help you rise to your higher self. We help you elevate your life with our daily dose of mind-uplifting content and empowering resources. Besides these, every week, we share one special affirmation video to help you deepen your meditation practices and achieve your goals faster. These are not just positive words, but life-transforming as you tune your mind in. Let's get started with today's exciting video. Most people never move with enough intention, intensity, or velocity in the direction of their dreams to ever reach that life-changing threshold, the point of no return. They stall, hesitate, and question themselves into paralysis. But what if I told you that getting unstuck isn't about being perfectly prepared? It's about simply starting. This message is for those who've been stuck in neutral, getting ready to get ready for weeks, months, or even years. If you feel like your life has been paused on the edge of something bigger but you just can't break through, I'm about to hand you a master key. And I mean it literally. If you apply what I'm going to share, it will shift your life permanently. The truth is this: start before you're ready. That's not just a clever saying. It's the difference between those who stay stuck and those who create lives of movement, transformation, and freedom. Why the start stops most people. One of the biggest lies we've been taught is that you need to wait for the perfect moment. When I have more money. When I have more time. When I'm more confident. That's the trap. Most people spend years in preparation mode and never enter action mode. I've spoken to people who've been getting ready to launch a business, write a book, start therapy, or chase a dream for 3 years, and they're still in the same place. So I ask them, "What are you doing?" And they look at me confused. They've been planning so long they forgot what moving forward looks like. The problem is they let the start stop them. We hesitate because we think we're not ready. But readiness isn't a feeling, it's a decision. You don't need confidence to start. Confidence comes from progress. Momentum is what gives birth to belief. If you're waiting for readiness, you'll never move. But if you dare to start, you shift everything. The power of burning the bridge behind you. You know what the real game changer is? Burning the bridge. Not literally, but mentally. It's when you remove the option to retreat. When you tell yourself, "I'm in this and I'm not turning back." That's where transformation begins. Think about this. When explorers reached a new land, they sometimes burned their boats, so there was no going back. That's how they won. Because retreat was no longer an option. They had to give their all to moving forward. It's time to burn your bridge of excuses. Burn the lie that says, maybe later. Burn the fear that says, I might fail. Burn the shame that says, I'm not enough. And step into the new land of progress, of purpose, of becoming who you were always meant to be. This isn't just about hustle or motivation. This is about refusing to settle. The three enemies that keep you stuck. Let's talk about the real forces that keep people bound. Three enemies that wrap around your progress like chains. 1. The enemy of indecision. You can't move forward and stay in limbo at the same time. When you're constantly thinking, analyzing, over-planning, you freeze. You don't need more information. You need more execution. 2. The enemy of fear. Fear whispers lies. You're not good enough. They'll laugh at you. What if you fail? But let me flip the question. What if you win? What if you're everything they said you couldn't be? 3. The enemy of identity. Your old self will try to drag you back. It'll say, you're not the kind of person who does this. But here's the truth. You don't have to become someone else to move forward. You have to uncover the you that's already in there. Every dream you have is possible. But the bridge to get there is not built by thinking. It's built by doing. You must move while it's messy. You're not supposed to have it all figured out. You're not supposed to look polished at the beginning. You're supposed to move while it's messy. One of the greatest myths is the idea of perfection before progress. But no one starts off as a master. The only way to mastery is through motion. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Their glow-up came from going through what you're avoiding. Get comfortable in the mud, because mud is where warriors are made. You want momentum? Do it scared. Do it confused. Do it anyway. Because something powerful happens when you move. You activate spiritual, mental, and even physical momentum. You set the universe in motion to respond to your faith. Faith without movement is dead. It's not enough to believe. You must move in the direction of what you believe. Faith isn't wishful thinking. It's taking a step when there's no guarantee, when the outcome is invisible but the vision is loud in your spirit. Remember this, every great breakthrough came from someone who started before they were ready. They didn't know how, but they knew why. And that why lit the fire they needed to begin. If you're waiting on clarity, confidence, or control, you'll wait forever. But if you move in obedience to the pull inside you, if you walk into the unknown with a made-up mind, you become unstoppable. You're not stuck. You're just waiting for permission. Let me free you today. You don't need permission. Not from your parents. Not from your friends. Not from society. Not even from the old version of you. The gate is open. The only thing keeping you stuck is the belief that you're not allowed to move yet. But guess what? You are. You've always been. The moment you give yourself permission, the chains fall off. The moment you say, I'm ready now even if I don't feel like it, you activate divine power. And every lie that said you were too late, too broken, too behind, starts to fade. One step is all it takes. You don't have to figure out the whole staircase. Just take one step. Make the call. Send the email. Write the first paragraph. Speak the first sentence. Walk into the room. Because one step leads to the next. And soon your feet will outrun your fear. Start with what you have. Do what you can. Move with what you know. And as you do, you'll discover more strength, more clarity, more favor. You'll look back and wonder why you waited so long. Your future is begging you to begin. There is a version of you that exists on the other side of this decision, the version that's free, fierce, and flourishing. But you won't meet that version until you move. You'll never become who you're meant to be while clinging to who you used to be. Your future is calling out, saying, please don't leave me behind. Please don't let fear win. Please don't settle when you're meant to soar. Will you answer the call? Or will you stay in the prison of what? Today is the day. Not tomorrow. Not someday. The power of change is always in the present moment. Not in next year. Not in next month. No. You've prepared enough. You've prayed enough. You've cried enough. You've planned enough. It's time to walk. To run. To build. To write. To speak. to launch, to live. You were not created to be stuck. You were created to move mountains. So stop rehearsing the reasons why you can't and start believing in the reasons why you must. Because when you finally move, when you start before you're ready, you'll never be stuck ever again. Please listen. If this content resonated with you, kindly like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell, because this is just the beginning. We are building a tribe of focused, fearless creators who are done waiting and ready to rise. Click the link below this video to join our community of like minds elevated into the higher version of themselves. Find the link either in the comments section or in the description below. Your future is not waiting for perfection. It's waiting for you. See you in the community.